Welcome to the first ever episode of Civ Pro. Today, we are here to discuss specific jurisdiction.
The book definition is, some single acts don't support jurisdiction related to those acts, some do. Here is the quote: presence in the state in this sense has never been doubted when the activities of the corporation there have not only been continuous and systematic, but also give rise to the liabilities sued on, even, without consent to be sued.
I'm sorry, I don't speak gibberish. Can you speak English?
Sure, stay with me here, I'll have to use some case laws to illustrate the definition. Here is the Supreme Court of Oklahoma. Long ago, there was a famous lawsuit on specific jurisdiction. It happened in the center of this court. Now, pretty much all the law students have heard of it. There was a New York resident who purchased a car from a Volkswagen retailer in New York. On a drive to Arizona, the residents got in a car accident while driving through Oklahoma. A defective gas tank in the car allegedly caused the accident. The residents sued the retailer and its New York-based wholesale distributor in Oklahoma State Court. The retailer and distributor asserted that Oklahoma could not properly have jurisdiction.
They can't sue us in Oklahoma, they don't have jurisdiction.
The trial court rejected this claim.
Motion denied. It's my court, I do whatever I want.
The retailer and distributor then sought a writ of prohibition from the Supreme Court of Oklahoma to prevent the trial court from exercising in personam jurisdiction. The court denied the writ because jurisdiction was authorized by Oklahoma's long-arm statute, which allowed jurisdiction over defendants who caused tortious injury within the state.
Sorry, I cannot grant you that.
The court ultimately lands on the issue on whether a state court exercises in personam jurisdiction over a non-resident defendant in a products liability action where the defendant's only connection to the state is the accident in question.
A state court could only exercise in personam jurisdiction over a non-resident defendant when that defendant has minimum contacts with the state. In this case, the only contact with Oklahoma was the accident. The Volkswagen retailer and distributor had taken advantage of none of the benefits of Oklahoma law, had not solicited business in Oklahoma, and did not regularly sell cars that reached Oklahoma directly or indirectly.
Essentially, court here is saying no, you might not sue them in Oklahoma court because they don't expect the car to end up in Oklahoma. Therefore, it is not foreseeable. Okay, let's do some review together. Oh, this beer is really kicking in. There are two functions of minimum contacts. 1. Protects the defendant against the burdens of litigating in a distant or inconvenient forum. The protection against inconvenient litigation is typically described in terms of reasonableness or fairness. Defendant's contact with the forum state must be such that maintenance of the suit does not offend traditional notions of fair play and substantial justice. The relationship between defendant and the forum must be such that it is reasonable to require the corporation to defend the particular suit which is brought there. The burden on defendant is always a primary concern, will be considered in light of other relevant factors, including the forum state's interest in adjudicating the dispute, and the plaintiff's interest in obtaining convenient and effective relief, at least when that interest is not adequately protected by the plaintiff's power to choose. 2. It must ensure that states' courts do not reach out beyond the limits imposed on them by their status as co-equal sovereigns in a federal system. Oh hey Steven, want a drink? I heard that you are retiring this year? That's awesome. Come join the party this weekend.
I think you should probably stop drinking. By the way, what is minimum contact?
Hi, I am minimum contacts. I am a term used in the United States Law of Civil Procedure to determine when it is appropriate for a court in one state to assert personal jurisdiction over a defendant from another state.
From the worldwide Volkswagen case, we know that car drives to the forum state is not considered as minimum contact, therefore, there is no specific jurisdiction. May I go now, officer?
Why are you on the phone while driving? I can smell the alcohol in your breath. I have to take you to jail.
I plead the fifth. Reading worldwide Volkswagen closely, it looks like those factors are really just explanations of why the test is important. But now we sort of know that the mere existence of a random object in a forum state when the business or entity does not have any business interaction and did not take advantage of the state benefits, there shall be no specific jurisdiction on that business or the entity. Officer, can I have another beer, please?
Shut up.
Okay, I better call Professor Ayres, I need a lawyer. Thank you all for watching. Remember, don't drink and drive.